The American dream is officially dead. We were all sold the same lie since the day we were born. Go to college, get a safe job, pay your taxes, and maybe, just maybe, at the age of 65, you get to finally enjoy your life. But have you ever stopped to wonder, why 65? Why is that the magic number? The truth is, the system is designed to keep you working for 40 years because your debt is the bank's biggest asset. Your 30-year mortgage, your high-interest car loans, and your mounting credit card interest are what keep the multi-billion-dollar banking industry alive. They want you tired, they want you consuming, and most importantly, they want you working until you're too old to enjoy the wealth you've built. They need you to be a cog in the machine for as long as possible. But what if I told you that there's a mathematical glitch, a system so powerful that it can buy back your freedom in exactly 120 months, no matter the current state of the economy, no matter who's in the White House or what the Federal Reserve decides to do with interest rates? Most financial advisors will never show you this math because it kills their commissions. They want you stuck in high-fee mutual funds for decades because that's how they get paid. Today, I'm breaking the silence. I'm going to show you the exact blueprint that allowed a regular $60,000 a year earner to walk away from their job in a single decade. If you think you need millions of dollars to retire, you've been lied to. You don't need a miracle. You just need the right math. Let's look at the numbers they want you to believe. The traditional 4% rule suggests you need 25 times your annual expenses saved up. For the average American family spending $60,000 a year, that's $1.5 million. At a standard savings rate of 10%, it takes exactly 51 years to reach that goal. Think about that for a second. 51 years. That's not a retirement plan. That's a life sentence. It means if you start at 25, you're finished at 76. The secret that banks hide is that retirement has nothing to do with your age, and surprisingly, very little to do with your total income. It has everything to do with your savings rate. Think about it. Every dollar you save does two things simultaneously. First, it adds to your investment pot, letting compound interest work its magic. Second, it reduces the amount of money you actually need to live. If you save 50% of your income, you are earning 1 year of freedom for every 1 year you work. This is the foundation of the 10-year blueprint. Now, let's get into the math that changes everything. We call this the bridge strategy. To retire in 10 years, you need to hit what we call critical mass. This is the point where your investments generate enough passive income to cover your basic needs. In the United States, most people think their money is locked in a 401k until they are 59 and a half. This is another lie used to keep you in the workforce. Between Rule 72T and Roth conversion ladders, there are legal backdoors to access your wealth at any age without penalties. Here is the 10-year breakdown that you need to follow step by step. Phase 1 covers the gap year, which is years 1 to 3. During this time, you aren't just saving, you are aggressive deleveraging. You kill every high-interest debt that acts as a leak in your financial bucket. You stop being a slave to the credit card companies, and you start taking control of your cash flow. This phase is about building the discipline that will carry you through the next 7 years. Phase 2 is the accumulation phase, spanning years 4 to 7. You move from simple high-yield savings to what I call aggressive index tracking. We aren't looking for standard 7% returns. We are positioning for the wealth transfer assets, gold, Bitcoin, and dividend growth stocks. This is the period where your money starts working harder than you do. You will see your net worth start to snowball, and the momentum will become unstoppable. Phase 3 is the freedom jump, covering years 8 to 10. This is where compound interest takes the wheel completely. If you invest $3,000 a month at a 10% return, in 10 years you have over $600,000. While that's not the $1.5 million the media tells you that you need, in the next section I'll show you why $600,000 in 2026 is actually more powerful than $2 million in the old system. Why do billionaires like Warren Buffett or Ray Dalio hoard specific assets while telling the public to buy simple target date funds? Because they know about invisible inflation. In 2026, the value of the dollar is melting right before our eyes. If you keep your retirement in a standard bank account or traditional bonds, you are losing 7 to 10% of your purchasing power every single year. That is a silent tax on your freedom that no one talks about on the evening news. To retire in 10 years, you need asymmetric upside assets. Asset number 1 is digital gold, also known as Bitcoin. Banks are manipulating it because they can't kill it. They're terrified of it because it's the only asset with a fixed supply in a world of infinite money printing. While they call it volatile, the real volatility is in the purchasing power of the dollar. Asset number 2 is dividend aristocrats. These are elite companies that pay you just for owning them, and they have a history of increasing those payments every single year for decades. It's a self-inflating paycheck that grows even when the market is flat. It provides the cash flow you need to bridge the gap before you can touch your official retirement accounts. Asset number 3 is geo-arbitrage. This is the ultimate cheat code for the modern era. If you earn in dollars but choose to live in a high-quality, low-cost region, whether that's certain parts of Europe, Asia, or even lower-cost states in the US, your $600,000 portfolio suddenly performs like a $2.5 million portfolio. You can live like royalty on a fraction of what it costs to survive in a major city like New York or San Francisco. So how do you start tomorrow? How do you take these words and turn them into a reality? First, you must stop listening to people who are broke. This sounds harsh, but it's the truth. If your financial advisor is working a 9-to-5 to pay his own mortgage, he cannot teach you how to be free. He is just another part of the system he's trying to sell you. Seek out those who have already achieved the freedom you desire. Second, you need to track your freedom number religiously. I'm not talking about your net worth or the value of your car. I'm talking about your months of freedom. How many months can you survive right now if you never worked another second? If the answer is less than 6, you're in the danger zone. You are one job loss or one medical emergency away from total disaster. Your goal is to get that number to 120 months. I have built a specialized 10-year retirement calculator designed specifically for this 2026 economy. It accounts for the new inflation rates, the rising cost of healthcare, and the invisible recession we are currently facing. It gives you a realistic view of exactly when you can walk away. You can find the link in the description. It's completely free because I want to see this community break out of the rat race once and for all. The system is designed to keep you tired, so you keep consuming products you don't need to impress people you don't like. But math doesn't have emotions. Math doesn't care about your boss, your neighbors, or your 30-year mortgage. If you follow the numbers with discipline, the numbers will set you free. It won't be easy. You will have to make sacrifices that your friends won't understand. They will call you crazy when you're investing while they're buying new cars. They will laugh at your 10-year plan until year 8 when they see you're almost there while they still have 30 years of work left. If you're tired of the 40-year lie, if you're done being a pawn in the bank's game, hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. We are a community of coin crushers who refuse to settle for a mediocre retirement at 70. We are taking our time back. We are taking our lives back. Watch this next video where I deep dive into why $100,000 is the new $40,000 and how to protect your family from the coming wealth reset. This information is vital for anyone trying to build wealth in the current climate. I'll see you in the next one. Remember, the best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. Your 10-year clock starts now.